So you're lost for ideas and don't know how to romanticize spring? Well, I got the perfect list for you. In today's video, I'll be telling you guys about 20 ways to romanticize spring. In other words, to add more whimsical to your life. Number 1 is to make a Pinterest board. Do it for spring, autumn, summer, winter, like all the seasons, based on the vibe that you want to go for. Next, you can make a spring bucket list. Since this video kind of goes along those lines, I'll put some inspiration right here. Next up, you can do some spring cleaning. Since you know your room's kind of messy, you kind of need to clean it up. And plus, it's going to give you a nice fresh look to the new season. Next one is to go paint in a garden. You can use acrylic paint, watercolors, gouache, all sorts of paint, and you can just stand there and just look at the trees or your surroundings, and then you can just paint it on your canvas. You can go to a botanical garden, or a cheaper version is to just go to your local park, and then there should be like a flower section where you can just look at that. I always do this every spring, and it's to go bike riding. Especially if you go like really fast, you can just feel the wind in your face, and it just feels so fun. Next, you can go to a cafe, and you can just sit down there, drink your coffee or like your matcha or whatever you're drinking, and then just enjoy the view. The next one is to go find a bench and read a book in the park. Something about reading books just doesn't feel the same way as watching a movie or a series. It's because you get to imagine how you think the characters are. But you can go to the thrift store and do some thrifting. I do this every season and it just works so well, and that's to make a spring playlist. You can add songs that fit the spring vibe or the vibe you're going for spring. And with your spring playlist, you can go on morning walks, since the sun rises a lot earlier now. Next is to just bake something. My personal favorite thing to bake is brownies, because I just love the fudginess and chewiness of brownies. But you can also make like cookies, maybe a strawberry shortcake. But if you want some extra whimsical spring touch here,
stop it.
Then you can add a lot of fruits to whatever cake or thing that you're baking. Next thing is to make a spring journal. By this, I mean you can start scrapbooking. I think scrapbooking is a really interesting way to journal. Rather than wasting all of your like receipts, tags and little pictures, just stick it in like a mini book. Next one is to learn a new hobby or to continue a hobby. For example, I crochet really well.
Child. Anyway, so
learn how to paint, how to take photos, you can write a story. Like there's a lot of different hobbies that you guys can do. Is to buy some floral bed sheets. Currently my bed sheets are actually floral, and it's like a collage of like pink, blue, green, and it just looks so cute. Next, you can get some spring inspired nails. Some colors I like to use are like blue, yellow, green, pink, but in like a really light pastel shade. Also put like little checkered, like gingham checkers and fruits and so many different stuff. You can watch Studio Ghibli movies. Those movies are so comforting. It's so nice just looking at the beautiful like artwork as well. My favorite one is My Neighbor Totoro or Spirited Away. But you can go on a boat ride. I went on a boat ride when I went to Amsterdam. It was so fun looking at the view all around, and also there was like a tour guide speaking into the microphone, so we had to put on these like earbuds and we'll listen to him and we'll learn about like the history. The last thing that you guys can do is to do a wardrobe reset. So that means you can just clear out all your clothes, just bring it all out, pour it on the floor, and then just sort it out. I love doing this seasonally, knowing that the place I look at every single day is clean. Anyway guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end, comment down below the sunflower emoji. Please like, subscribe. See you guys later. Bye guys.